My girlfriend's night out ended on a rapper's tour bus, and I can't move past it. I'll try to make this as short as possible. I am 23 and my girlfriend is 24, and last night one of our favorite rappers came to town. I went to the show with two of my best friends and my girlfriend went separately with some of her friends, a group of 6. Halfway through the show, both of my friends got pretty sick, and I decided to drive them back to my place since I was the only one who hadn't been drinking. Before leaving, I told my girlfriend I would come back and pick her and her friends up after the show had ended, but she insisted that one of the girls' sisters was going to pick them up and take them home. Cool, fine by me. I asked her if she could call or text me whenever she got to the girl's house so I would know she got in safely. She agreed. Fast forward to 30 minutes after I got back to my apartment. One of the girls posted a picture of a group of backstage passes to her Snapchat story. My girlfriend never said anything to me about them having backstage passes. I texted her and asked if she was going backstage, because I thought it was pretty cool that she was going to get to meet our favorite rapper. I get no response. I follow this girl's story. She's posting pictures and videos of the entire concert until it ends, and then eventually she posts some photos backstage with the group of girls. An hour goes by, and I still haven't heard a thing from my girlfriend, which at the time wasn't that big of a deal because I just figured she was enjoying herself with her friends. Then a photo of a tour bus gets posted, and it all goes downhill from there. About 35 minutes goes by and the first video on the tour bus is my girlfriend and 3 of the other girls making out with each other, and somebody from the rapper's crew pouring alcohol on them. The next video is of them twerking and the same dude grinding on them. The next video was of the rapper smoking weed and it got cut halfway through. I'm guessing because he made them all put their phones away and all of the snaps were deleted before the end of the night. I took some screenshots though. I've been with this girl for 3 years and never thought she was capable of doing something like this to me. It's 9:30 a.m. and I haven't spoken to her since last night. I don't know what all happened on that tour bus, but I do know that I saw enough to make me want to end things and move on. How do I go about this? The worst part about this whole situation is that I can't even listen to my favorite rapper anymore without thinking about getting my heart broken. Edit. She's been blowing up my phone all morning. She sent me about 35 texts in a row. I read the first couple and then put her on Do Not Disturb. She said, "Good morning, I love you. I miss you so much, can I come over after class?" I left her on read for an hour and then she started spamming messages. I haven't read them yet. I am not considering staying with her in the slightest. I just want to plan out what I'm going to say to her. I'm going to end things today, but I don't want to explode, do anything childish or say things I may regret later. Best comments. Text her that you guys need to talk at her place. Put all her things at your place in a bag and take them to her. In person, tell her that you can't trust her anymore and that in light of what happened there's no salvaging the relationship because trust is an essential element of any healthy relationship. If she tries to argue, tell her you already made up your mind. Grab whatever things are yours that you want to keep and peace out. Congrats on moving on. She did a shitty thing to you. Don't forget to get tested for STDs. Really, go ASAP because who knows where she has been if she did this last night. I wouldn't even notify her or talk to her. I'd just leave her stuff in her driveway and leave. Then I'd block her on everything. 3 years together and she not only pretty obviously cheated on you, but then posts it publicly? There are better girls out there. Just WTF, I could never cheat on my boyfriend, let alone do it the way she did. The fact that it's now ruined your favorite rapper just makes it so much worse. She's just so selfish and gross. Update, 2 days after the first post. So, today's been a very long and eventful day. As I stated in a comment on my original post earlier, I'm not going to name the rapper because I don't think he did anything wrong and I don't want to put his name out there and possibly risk sending any negativity his way. I've had about 70 people ask me if it was G-Eazy and the answer is no. Come on, I said the guy is one of my favorite rappers, who in their right mind claims G-Eazy as their favorite rapper. Joking, kinda. Anyways, she blew my phone up all morning and afternoon and I didn't respond to any of her texts or calls basically all day. Eventually, I decided to read through the text she sent me. She confessed about not telling me about the backstage passes and then going on the tour bus. I guess she put 2 and 2 together and realized that I knew anyways. I sent her a few long texts explaining how what she did made me feel and how I was crushed that she could do something like that to me after 3 years of dating. I asked her if she could meet me at a cafe near my apartment so we could talk. I wanted to talk in person and I wanted it to be somewhere in public, so I would be cautious to watch my tone, and so we could discuss things in the most civil manner possible considering the situation. She agreed and we sat down and talked for about 2 hours. She told me every detail about what had happened last night. I'll get straight to the point because I know that a lot of you are wondering. Yes, she did admit to messing around with her friends and giving him head. No sex. Her friends had sex with him, but she just gave him head. In my books, it's the exact same thing. I might even consider having oral sex with someone else to be worse than actually having sex. She told me she was absolutely wasted and would have never done something like that had she been sober, and I believe her. Not because it's something she wouldn't want to do more, like it's something she wouldn't have the audacity to do without being drunk first. She cried pretty much the whole time and went to the bathroom at least 10 times to dry her face off. She suggested that I not break up with her because she loves me and can't imagine her life without me. Blah, blah, blah. After she got done saying everything she needed to say, I told her that I don't look at you any differently as a person. Everyone makes mistakes. Maybe it was a mistake on your part. Maybe it wasn't. I can't tell you which it is because you're the only one that knows the answer to that. What I do know is that I look at you differently as a partner now based on your actions. I thought that we could have done well together as a team, but now those days are over and after tonight I want nothing to do with you. You've betrayed my trust and made me look like an idiot. I'm not going to say that you wasted 3 years of my life, because you didn't. I enjoyed the time we spent together. I learned a lot about myself throughout the process, and I think I'll be a better partner to a woman who appreciates me one day because of my experiences. I wish you nothing but the best. Have a great life. The only problem with that is that we have close mutual friends. But now it's officially over. I broke things off respectfully, in my opinion. She started blowing my phone up again about an hour after leaving the cafe, but I blocked her number and also blocked her from all social media. Thanks everyone for your advice. I really do appreciate all of you. Even the trolls. I'm grateful for you all. Edit. It's been a little over a week since I made my initial post, and things have been going pretty well for me. Contact with my ex had been non-existent up until last night. I have her blocked on everything, so she had no way of getting in touch with me on her own, but she had a mutual friend reach out to me because she left a few things at my apartment that she wanted back. I agreed to let her come get her things, but insisted that our friend must come with her. So, they came over at about 7 p.m. I had all of her stuff packed up in a bag, so she had no excuse to stay longer than necessary. Conversation was very minimal, just civil hellos and goodbyes. She apologized to me for everything before leaving, and I think she now accepts the fact that we're over for good, and there's no chance of us ever getting together again. In all honesty, I hadn't thought about her much since our breakup other than the constant barrage of comments and PMS I've been receiving on the matter. I've been pretty busy, and that's really helped to take my mind off of things, but for some reason, giving her belongings and getting them out of my apartment was a huge relief for me. I know it's barely been over a week, but to me that felt like I just ended one chapter of my life and started a new one. I can only imagine how corny that probably sounds to other people, but whatever.